Good turn by Castillo. We're all square. Russell up there to drop down a bunt.
Oh, 2. Things that make you go, He gets down the 2-strike bunt. Lee will get it to Utley. Runners at second and third for Castro.
And the was, I wonder why he wasn't bunting on 0-1, but all's well that ends well. Proven to be a very good 2-strike bunter. Better not lollygag because Russin runs well. Good athlete. Ooh, look at this, a super slow-mo. This is pretty. Probably wasn't a strike.
That is the greatest technological development in television in terms of baseball. I love that shot.
I thought you were going to say all time, and I said no, that would have been the toaster. And then super slow-mo, okay. I think. Probably 1-2.
Now, would you go toaster oven or just plain old toaster?
Well, toaster, you know, and then you might argue that the toaster oven is an upgrade.
A run in to tie it, 2 outs. Chance here to take the lead. Ball 1 on Castro. AT&T UVerse Multiview. 3 consecutive singles near the bottom of the order, allowing the Cubs to tie the game. Castro went out of the strike zone, 1-2.
He gets a little jumpy with 2 strikes. Backdoor breaking ball never comes back to the corner. Castro willing to take a whack at it anyway. Potential for a lot of anxiety here for a hitter. 2 strikes, couple guys in scoring position. Hard to be patient in this situation. Rare breaking ball from Lee. He's got a good one, doesn't use it all that often. Look at his year by year, this pitch selection. He's come to lean more heavily on that cutter year by year.
In the air. Bernardina in right center will end the inning. Cubs get 1 on a Gillespie RBI single, and it's 1-1 at the end of 2.
A new truck will go the extra mile to take care of the one you've got, and it could go the extra 100,000. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Keep your car running newer, longer. Firestone.
Chili's Triple Dipper is bringing something new to the table. Try our fresh new house-made guacamole bites or savory new nacho bites. For a limited time, pair with 2 favorites for just $9.99. Chili's Triple Dipper. More life happens here.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced, or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Here's a good reason to work this weekend. The Tile Shop Labor Day sale. Save up to 60% on select tiles, 25% on orders over $1,000, and 35% on tools and supplies. Now through Monday at a tile shop near you or online at tileshop.com.
Net 10 Wireless Home Phone brings you the next generation of home phone technology. You get all the features you love, plus unlimited nationwide calling for less than $20 a month. There's no monthly bill or activation fee. Get high-quality service without a PC, internet, or landline. Setup is easy, and you can keep the phones and number you already have. Net 10 Wireless Home Phone. Home phone service for half the cost. Available at participating retailers nationwide.
Here's a good reason to work this weekend. The Tile Shop Labor Day sale. Save up to 60% on select tiles, 25% on orders over $1,000, and 35% on tools and supplies. Now through Monday at a tile shop near you or online at tileshop.com.
Coming up this Tuesday, September 3rd, it's Big Ten night here at Wrigley Field. Join the Cubs as we salute students, alumni, and fans of the Big Ten. The second annual salute to the Big Ten, and the Budweiser Bleacher ticket package includes a special edition Cubs hat in your favorite Big Ten school's colors. Go to Cubs.com/special events for details.
Hey, Gavin's had his first game. Need to get Gavin a W here.
Second time through the order for Chris Russin. Michael Young, who's 5 for 6 in the series, takes ball one. Couple of games played earlier today. Finals in the American League. Details later. Blue Jays beat the Royals 4-2. Yankees shut out the Orioles 2-0. Charged by Murphy, and he will get Michael Young. Mentioned the Pirates making that deal today with the Twins. Pittsburgh last night starting that big series at home against the Cardinals, winning 5-0. So identical 78 and 56 records leading the division.
Liriano with a heck of a game for the Pirates last night.
Castro will get his counterpart. Jimmy Rollins, 2 quick outs.
Lance Lynn, A.J. Burnett today in that Cardinal Pirate matchup.
Send us your comments on today's game through Twitter using hashtag Cubs Talk. We will read one back later on, and we call it our AT&T tweet. I'm fighting a losing battle in terms of the postseason. We're adding, not subtracting, playoff participants. But am I out of line for saying that some of the races are diminished by the fact that there are so many, and with 2 wild cards, it almost gets a little confusing to figure out
who's where and who's got a chance.
Yeah, you have to do a little homework on a daily basis. I understand why they added the wild cards, but sometimes a good old-fashioned pennant race is
right now.
All those 3 teams at the top could all make it.
Yep. So yeah, that's the trade-off. You know, more towns, more people with a chance to have postseason baseball in their home ballpark. People stay engaged a little bit longer in the season, but I think you do miss out on those great pennant races where it's win or go home.
And barring something miraculous at this point, the Pirates and Cardinals are in. And they have about a 9.5 game cushion over the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And so just think how much drama there would be in that race if there were no wild card.
Murphy can't get Utley as Rizzo whiffed on it. That'll be an error on Anthony Rizzo.
Boy, extending what was going to be a very quick, very efficient 3 up, 3 down inning for Chris Russin with 3 ground ball outs, and we'll see if we can see anything here other than just a whiff. Nope.
Took his eye off it.
Russin's 2/3 of the way to the dugout. Very composed out there. It's on no hands in the air. No, you got to be kidding me. Look about him. All right, I got to get one more out. Let's go get it. Pick up your teammate. Ooh. Squeezed a little bit.
Anthony here looking for the bag with a foot. See him look down at where his foot was. Took his eye off the ball. Just a split second. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Fastball count. He didn't get one. They've got Utley here, but a bad throw by Rizzo. This has been a rough and forgettable defensive inning here for Anthony Rizzo.
Utley goes on first move. Russin not real quick, and that, as a left-handed pitcher, you don't have to be real quick. But what that allowed to happen was Utley to get a little further along towards second base, creating a tough angle for Rizzo making that throw. Ideally, you'd like to close that gap. Maybe Anthony could have been more aggressive coming towards Rizzo, or Russin rather, to get the throw. Then he would have the angle already established. If you wait and get the throw at the bag, you really don't have much room to make that throw to second base.
That is not an error on Rizzo. It's a stolen base for Utley. Ruiz fouled that one, I think, off his back leg or foot. And the reason Rizzo doesn't get an error in the official scorer's mind, he wasn't quite sure if he would have been safer out either way, although this throw looks like he would have been out with a good one.
Yeah, and I don't know if he would have had time to take one more step inside to create a better throwing lane. He and Barney are talking it over now. That's, as a first baseman, what you want to do is really come hard towards the pitcher to create a better throwing angle for yourself. See Utley, he's sliding inside. He knows what's going on. He knows the throw's been made to first base, so he takes that angle away from Rizzo by taking a more inside path.
Also looked like a little bit of a two-seamer. So 2-2 on Ruiz. Phillies here playing with house money in this inning. Utley stealing second, a chance to retake the lead after the 2-out error by Rizzo.
Ruiz, the guy the Phils want to have up in this situation with the work he's done against lefties this year.
Drilled fair. And the Phillies do take advantage. Ruiz with a double, and it's now 2-1.
A lot of Philly fans here. You hear the chooch, probably mixed in with some boos from the Cubs fan. And gets the hands in, the head out. 84-mile-an-hour cut fastball whacked into the left field corner. Unearned run, Philly lead. Bosio to the mound to have a chat with his young lefty. Make plans to attend the 29th annual Cubs convention this offseason. It's your chance to meet former, current, and future Cubs players through autograph sessions, Q&A panels, interactive experiences, and more. Book your room today at the Sheraton Chicago Hotel and Towers by calling and asking for the Cubs convention rate or by visiting cubsconvention.com.
Here's Ruff. .6'3", 220 from Omaha, Nebraska. He went to Creighton. And the 0-1 pitch is low. Jerko looked impressive last weekend. Donnie Murphy had a huge month.
Ruff hit 38 home runs for AA Reading last year.
I want to say he went. Wrists turned over, but Russin couldn't get the call.
I think he did get the call.
Oh, he did?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Yeah, I think, you know, as Castillo was asking for the appeal, Jim Reynolds was already kind of called it late.
I was looking at
first.
first.
He never checked.
So no reaction from Bob Davidson.
Ooh, look out. Ugly finder.
Russin's going to end up making at least a dozen pitches after the error. These things do happen, but that's like an inning.
Yeah, that's a fair bit of extra work, and mentally, you know, on a play like that, he was checked out. He was done. He was in the dugout mentally. That's not to take him off the hook for the Ruiz at bat or for whatever happens here.
Gets through Castillo. Throw to third late. It's a wild pitch on Russin.
Now you have to have the ability to pitch around errors, but that is part of the challenge. This ball quickly back to Castillo. You cannot afford to take anything for granted on the bases.
Full count, 3-2. Mayberry is on deck. After that, Mount Pilot.
Got Barney.
Yes, we do. Whenever we can drop an Andy Griffith reference in, we always take the opportunity. Ball 4.
This real discernible show of frustration from Russin that we've seen. He's very composed out there.
First and third. Mayberry 0 for 5 in the series. And wide for ball 1. Popped up. Wynn pushing that ball into foul ground, and Rizzo makes a catch to finally end the inning. An unearned run, and the Phillies have their second lead here early on. It's 2-1.
It's your first time here, and 80% of the bar is staring at you. Good thing you invited Tommy, who triples your street cred. You order 3 Modelo Especials, earning 7 slow nods from the crowd. You're 20% more confident. Then you remember your ace in the hole, Dylan, and his encyclopedic knowledge of garage rock. Nailed it. Modelo Especial. Discover the Especial.
A giant robot of unknown origin has invaded the city and has taken over.
You're gonna need this.
All attempts to remove the threat have failed.
Get an F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months or $6,250 in cash savings plus $2,000 extra for your trade. Add it up. Now playing at a Ford dealer near you.
So your favorite song comes on the radio. You get the express elevator and the last pink cupcake. And you're just gonna go about your day like nothing happened? You think maybe, just maybe, it's a good day to play? Lucky Day Lotto. Might be your day.
Today, don't miss this series finale in Beantown as the White Sox look to shut down David Ortiz and the top team in the AL East. Coverage begins at noon with Subaru pregame live. White Sox, Red Sox, today at noon on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tuesday, tune into CSN as the Cubs square off with Giancarlo Stanton and the Florida Marlins. Coverage from the ballpark begins at 6:30 with Sportsnet Central. Don't miss Cubs Marlins Tuesday night at 7 on Comcast Sportsnet.
2-1. The Phillies have the lead. Big crowd here today. Lead to Barney, who shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. Side, it's 2-1.
Barney hit that double down the left field line his first time up. Michael Young, the third baseman, was even with the bag and off the line a little bit. Now he's back and a little bit tighter to the third base line.
Soft liner right to Bernardina. Grinds coffee pouches. Get the product that players use and visit getgrinds.com today. Rizzo, after that error, will try to atone. He walked in his first trip to the plate. But it's probably best just to separate the two, right? Defense and offense. Try not to do too much.
Yeah, you don't want to go up there and just get reckless because you made a mistake in the field and start flailing away.
Franzen unassisted. 2 outs. It's Donnie Murphy. Donald Rex Murphy, but everybody calls him Donnie.
How about Murph?
I should ask him.
Never knew a Murphy who didn't go by Murph at some point.
Gotta be, right? Been with the Royals, the A's, the Marlins, Cubs. Played in Spokane, Burlington, Wilmington, Wichita, Sacramento, Stockton, Jupiter, the city, not the planet, New Orleans, Des Moines, Norfolk.
Baseball Odyssey,
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah,
it's Donnie Murphy. Away from Michael Young, and the Cubs inning is alive on an error by the Phillies third baseman.
And Michael Young's bat has always been significantly better than his glove. Boots the backhanded chance, and now the Cubs with the chance to take advantage of a miscue.
Yeah, Young has gone from second to short to third to DH to third and first. Moved around a lot. Lake drills that one into left. Ruff plays it on a bounce. Little slip out there, and Murphy will head to third. Boy, an error-filled game. 3 of them here the last couple of innings. It'll be a single and an error on Ruff.
Yeah, Ruff, little moisture in the outfield after the earlier rains, has that back foot kick out on him as he plants and gets ready to make the throw. Murphy had shut it down, as you'll see, and then restarts.
No, nobody can speak to working around miscues by your defense better than you can as a former starting pitcher, and everybody handles it differently. You'd like to think you don't worry about things out of your control, but that's not human nature for the most part.
Well, you always, and if a pitcher tells you otherwise, he's lying. When there's a misplay behind you, you know, you always have that moment of, you got to be kidding me. But then you have to clear your mind and say, okay, it's my job as a teammate to pick my guy up here. You see it as an opportunity to kind of be the knight in shining armor, you know, to come to the rescue when things are kind of crumbling around you.
Well, because the other part of it is, and I'm sure these arguments have happened behind closed doors over the years in different clubhouses. The pitcher who yells at the shortstop, how could you not make that play? And the shortstop yells back, how about the 6 plays I made in your last start? You didn't say anything about those. So it does go both ways. Defense will bail out pitchers. Pitchers bail out defenses. Inside, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, and that's a tough error on Ruff there. I mean, he was just trying to set his feet to make a throw, and he slipped. But you have to account for the base runner getting to third base. I guess the question is, could Junior of Lake gotten himself into scoring position on that play?
Just foul.
Yeah, and in the heat of the battle, it's fun because I've heard some arguments. I've seen infielders come up to pitchers in between innings and apologize, and that's probably the last thing you want to do because a lot of times the pitcher will just bite your head off. Don't tell me you're sorry. Just catch the ball. Alternatively, sometimes you'll see the pitcher approach the player. Hang with him, man. Don't worry about it. Could have been.
Three and two. Lake on the move. A flare into right. And a base hit. So after the Phillies took advantage of the Rizzo error, the Cubs have jumped on the Phillies here after the Young error. And it's 2-2.
And now, if you're Cliff Lee, you're really starting to steam because not only have you had the misplays behind you, but now this little flare, it's not a misplay by any means, but a bit of bad luck from his point of view. Soft contact, finds the outfield grass.
Still first and third. This time Lake's at third after Murphy scored. And Castillo, the runner, at first. Wellington 2 for 2 today. Huge foul.
And if you're evaluating pitching, what you want to see is a guy just maintain his same approach regardless of what's happening behind him. Continue to make pitches. Don't let the frustration change his approach. I've seen a number of pitchers over the years when things start to go against them, they'll stop competing. They'll just start pumping fastballs over the heart of the plate. As if to say, well, you're not trying, I'm not going to try. Which is really absurd. Phillies have had a hard time scoring runs all year. Reflected there in that line on Lee.
Part of the order produced the first run. 3 straight singles in the second. Now 3-1.
Donald's been pretty good against lefties in his big league career. Ooh, didn't have to be. Cutter, bottom of the knees, certainly on the plate. So again, that's borderline low. Last time it was a ball, this time on 3-1. It's a strike.
Castillo runs in the hole, backhanded by Rollins. Long throw, good stretch by Franzen, and they get McDonald. The Cubs get an unearned tally, and we're tied at 2.
Hi, we're the Souls. We're new to town.
Welcome to Monroe.
So you can move more effortlessly.
Wanted to open a new account, checking and savings.
Oh, we can help with that.
We tend to do a lot of banking.
You play?
Yeah.
Discover a mobile app that lets you bank more freely and feel at home more quickly. Chase, so you can.
Imagine if you could predict an accident before it happened. Introducing the world's first car that warns you of a possible collision 2 cars ahead. Helping you avoid accidents you don't see coming. Lease the all-new Infiniti Q50 with all-wheel drive for $399 a month.
With Luna, Mega, buy one room of flooring, get all other rooms of product for just $50 each. There's no limit. $50 each room. Call Luna now for your free in-home estimate.
773-202. Luna.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. Unlimited breadsticks and salad, plus never-ending combinations of pasta and sauce, just $9.99. And even unlimited meatballs, sausage, or chicken for $2.99. It's all unlimited when you go Olive Garden.
Relive the magical moments from London on Comcast Sportsnet. See the Fab Five, the Queens of the Beach, the King of the Court, and watch Michael Phelps make history one more time. See it all again when we return to London.
This fourth inning is brought to you by the new Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell. Liv Moss. Great to see the Menards grounds crew. Not as busy as we thought they might be. Saw some rain late in the morning. Jim, let's see what's going on here. Jim Reynolds went over to the Cubs dugout. Not sure exactly what the discussion was.
They're still talking.
Dale's really getting animated now. I hope you're not a lip reader at home.
Three-one pitch to McDonald probably started that conversation, I'm guessing.
Oh, pitch here. Russin stopped mid windup. And that hit him in the foot. Neither starter's really gotten into a groove.
Right on the toe. Bernardina by a pitch in his first plate appearance.